What's going on, guys? Brett here with my YouTube channel, Good Talk Gaming, and we're back, jumping back into this draft. It's part 2 of our prize play Phantom draft here. We have a ticket on the line. We won our first game. Our draft went pretty well. Our card quality is very high. Bristleback kind of being like our anchor red card. Green having lots of minions for us to play, as well as some really good top end in the form of some Thunderhide packs and Hand of Gods. And then our blue cards are just super solid. And Luna gives us some board clear. Prelix lets us go wide. And yeah, going wide is kind of our strategy. What are we up against? A 4-color deck. Interesting. Let's see how that does. Drow Ranger, Ursa, Sniper. They're going to have a lot of versatility in their deck. Kana as well is very good. Alright, right off the bat, what can we do? Next turn we'll be able to drop one of these in that lane. And we could pick a fight. We could taunt this guy. And I think we do that. And this way we could kill the Ursa. The Ursa will give us his Fury Swipes debuff, which sucks. But we're going to negate part of that by getting Barroom Brawler. So we still net 1 armor, which is nice. And no plays for us. Looks like no plays for the opponent either. And we get an option to buy a Traveler's Cloak right off the bat. We'll take that. So unfortunately not going to save our Tree Man. We're hoping for something like a full heal. But in the absence of that, I would be quite surprised if the Drow Ranger did not go left lane. Yes. And we're going to try and go wide. Wider than them, so that when we drop something like a Rampaging Hellbear here, or we can even drop it here, I suppose, and hope to curve. The Satyr Duelist survives an attack from the Drow Ranger. It could be worth considering. No Accident is the card that Debbie has access to. It'll do 3 damage. We'll just straight up kill. Wow. I think we're actually pretty lucky that that was the play. The regeneration is scary on the minions. However, had he used No Accident here, she would have lost her 2 armor and would be taking a lot more damage.
With you by my side, no harm will come to me.
Okay. And I think we'll try to save her with the cloak. Alright, fair trade. And I think we will drop. Blue shouldn't really be able to do anything. I think we'll drop the Crippler here. To speed up the clock and discourage any sort of play in this lane. Our opponent is going to be quite discouraged if he wants to like double drop or single drop in this lane. So I think this is fine. Bristleback basically sitting on only 2 health there.
The weak must be stomped out.
Ooh, we have no plays.
Good.
And that curve was really helping him to kill Luna much faster. We're just going to keep her alive. But this may be a lane that we need to give up on. He's going to be able to go so much wider. I think we buy this. And we can also look to get the armor as well. Full heal would be great, but essentially the armor is going to give 2 armor, which is the same as kind of like giving 2 health. He's going super wide in that lane. We need to race him in these other 2. And I doubt he's going to contest mid, so I think to be fair, he'll probably double drop left lane. Yes. Okay. And that lets us play our Rampaging Hellbear. It just unlocks a lot of plays for us. And Chen is curving. We're getting a lot of curves into Sniper, so that's awesome. He won't be able to use his headshot ability. Very nice. Our opponent has initiative. Let's see what they do with it. I would imagine they're thinking about how to save Sniper. If they drop a creep in either one of these lanes, they have to drop it here in front of Chin. That'll save it. I love this Satyr Duelist being online. Wow, silence them. Okay.
I done this with great pride.
It's an interesting card. Oh, that went down mid. Ooh, that's gonna kill him. Unless we give him the armor, which we certainly can do. And we're also going to drop the Rampaging Hellbear. Very similar to the Satyr. He can get out of hand pretty quickly though. So Sniper down. And we have two very fast clocks here. We armor up, we take no damage. And that feels pretty good. The rest of our guys will die next turn, but we should be able to finish that lane quite quickly. Lucky pick there from Luna. And if we have no blue. We haven't drawn most of our blue cards this game, which is feeling pretty bad. If he can't, yeah, he's going to take a whole nother turn to clear this tower. So that buys us a lot of time. And I think we just go for the full heal. Our opponent, no doubt, is going to spend their gold. And then we go for Tree Man in the left. They're probably going to drop Debbie left, I would imagine. Yes. We just need to make it one more turn so we can start Hand of Godding. And that generally usually means you can win that lane. Wow, that's powerful. We can play it over here, but that's probably not necessary. Let's play it here, and this will probably ensure that they can't do anything. If they have some big minion that they were looking to drop, yeah, it'll probably enter the battlefield stunned. Sucks that Debbie went right in front of our Chin, but there's really nothing we can do about that. But we can save Prelix.
I can use this.
And he has one more item to play. Yeah, it sucks he couldn't, fade one more turn, because then we get Hand of God next turn. We're getting there. These guys have such inevitability. They're adding 6 more damage next turn.
You are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Ooh, miss. It's probably a little too late for that, to be fair. This whole turn, they're going to only be able to do 4 damage. So, it's about a 3-turn clock, I think, in the right lane right now. And we're going to take center in 2 turns. And I think we'll take left in 2 as well.
Blood health is hard to come.
Okay. Okay, that's bad. We're losing both of our green heroes. That's very bad. But the clock increases. Unless he can deal with both of those guys, I think we're fine. And we have lethal here because we did get an extra minion. So all we need to do now is pass. Would be great if we had a portal.
This'll do nicely.
And once again, we have no blue whatsoever. If we trade here, I'm happy. Although I doubt. Oh, that's good. Ah, and they didn't land in front of the 2 most important ones. We still have lethal. Alright, and at least we traded. And the clock here is actually worse than I thought. Well, no, it changed. But that still should be fine. Ooh, the musket. Ooh, the musket. The musket can kill Debbie, or it can kill the Drow Ranger. Oh, he's got headshot. Dang, he's gonna drop left. That's rough. And we don't have any green to Hand of God. That feels very bad. And when we triple drop this lane, man, the idea that we might end up dying to our own Glyph of Confusion feels pretty bad. But all we can do is equip musket, then he shoots. And then we're dead. And we won't have been able to play our barracks. So I think we have to do that right now. Because now he's going to headshot her. Or can he not because he's stunned? Ah, he's stunned. See, I should have thought of that.
I didn't see you there.
That ruins the clock. Okay.
I'm prepared for battle.
This'll come in handy.
Well, we can't kill the Debbie now, but we can kill the Drow.
I take no pleasure in killing you.
Man, them being able to kill both of our green heroes, we just needed one of them to survive, and then we would have just started this round with one of our Hands of God. We have 3 of them in our hand. And we haven't drawn like a single blue card this entire game. Well, that's not true. We've drawn Glyph of Confusion and Barracks. But we have a lot of other stuff too that would have been very helpful. We have, I forget what it's called.
Let's kill someone.
I'm not exactly sure how to bring up the... You can bring up a list of cards out on the side here, but I don't remember how to do it. I can look at that off camera. But it's like a remote detonation, I think it's called. If we were to drop a blue hero here and then get that card, we could wipe this entire side of the board. But we're not so lucky at the moment to have that in our hand. Opponent has 4 mana left, and they didn't do anything with it. And the Satyr kills the Sniper. It's pretty great. I'm going to pass. We're not going to play the conscripts. We bought that musket, ended up working out pretty well for us. I mean, we cleared 2 heroes that round. Yeah, this clock is super fast now. This is our last turn. If we can't win in the left lane, we can't win. And I don't think we can win, to be honest. All of our units are going to come in stunned, even our Thunderhide pack. So I think we have to chin this lane. Maybe even something like that to try and block. And also drop something like the Martyr in case we don't get another card. Chin is going to be able to steal something, block something, this will block something. We can play a Martyr, that'll block something. So I think we have one more turn, and if we do, we want to make sure that our Luna is in this lane. Luckily our Satyr is still unblocked, he has to deal with it. We can't play any of our green cards, of which we have several. I think we just draw. And there's the remote detonation, which is exactly what I was hoping to draw by dropping the Luna in that lane. That would have wiped the board. But I just didn't have faith that we were going to draw it. I mean, The odds of that are pretty slim. But we have the win on board. It's up to our opponent to deal with it. They can't play blue cards. Oh my god, assassinate. Okay. And our Treant goes down again thanks to Fury Swipes already being added to him. And because he's stunned, he can't even fight the Ursa. So bad. We just needed him to survive. Once again, we won't have access to any of our green in this lane, which is what we need to win.
I'll kill our enemies.
Ah, that feels so bad. I've been holding on to this because I was hoping to get another chance at a portal scroll. But I don't think there's any point anymore. He's also immune to the Retaliate thanks to his 2 armor. Okay. So this looks pretty bad. We need to take whatever the strongest minion is. I think it's this 5/4. Make sure we're not taking one that's like curving favorably to us. And we can play a Martyr here. Kills that guy.
Not die in vain.
You have called for help, and the Nivan Gallants have answered.
Alright. Yeah, I think it's a little too late for that. We'll buy the Cleaver just because it's damage. It's 2 damage. That puts us in the win position. And of course we have Barracks. These will all come in stunned, as will ours. Yeah, they're just in front of us. We just can't hit the tower. We have access to blue, but we need to draw blue cards. Yeah, it's just not going to do it. Wow.
I need to look after number 1.
Well, that makes me feel like we didn't have a... We needed to end this game turns ago. I'm not going to say our opponent got lucky, but there was definitely... we definitely had this game up into a point.
Seconds remaining.
Now I think our only chance is this lane here.
I lead the Dark Moon for a reason.
Stop fighting.
Dang. Okay, still not dead.
Who else wants to try me?
Damn.
I will smite our enemies.
Yeah. I mean, guys, it was basically just like the luck of our green heroes dying. We had so many outs. I mean, sitting on triple Hand of God. It was a good game. A game that I think had the RNG just been a little more in our favor, we would have easily won. But good play from the opponent. I mean, time of triumph, when you get 4 heroes in a lane, we had the win so many turns in a row, we just couldn't make it happen. Let's do one more today. I hate to end on a loss, but then if we lose again, then we're ending on a double loss. Then I'll feel twice as bad. But let's hope that doesn't happen. We want to at least get to 3 wins so we can get our ticket back. It's kind of the bare minimum. Ah, good old player A35821342. The classic. Alright, nice bristleback start. Phantom Assassin's a little rough, and now we have a handful of blue cards. We're losing our Luna as well. We'll play this.
Whose eye is upon you?
Fracture Timeline. It's going to lock cards at the beginning of every turn.
No one will dare stand against us.
Losing our Luna sucks, but at least we had a turn 1 play. And if nothing goes wrong here, killing off the Bloodseeker will feel pretty good as well. And that's the strength of Bristleback. Just like last game, he kind of just won his lane turn 1, and then we were able just to sit on that, and it was great. And I think we take a full heal to try and save Treant. Bring Prelix to the left lane as well. Yeah, when you're playing Zeus, you pretty much always want him in the left lane. He can Thunder God's Wrath as soon as the round starts. Yeah, last game we had 3 Eclipses in the deck. We didn't draw a single one. I mean, we had so many board clear outs. We have Thunderstorm in the deck, which also would have cleared that board. It felt bad. I'm still kind of like on that because it just knowing how many outs you have and not being able to get any of them feels pretty bad. We'll buy our buddy here another turn. Maybe look to play Rampaging Hellbear. Ooh, that was a good play. That wrecks us a little bit. Killing Prelix is nice. But we should be able to kill Zeus. Unless he has an item. And taking out the Assassin and getting the curve here feels really good. Also no plays from him. So we haven't actually taken any damage. So here we can modify our red hero with after you play a red card, give this hero and its allied neighbors +1 attack and +1 armor this round.
I'm not going anywhere.
Feels good. And our right lane is looking a lot stronger than his mid lane, that's for sure. Tempting to buy another heal, but I think I'm just going to take this cheap leather armor. We want Luna in that lane. And Chen in either one of these lanes would be interesting. I think we're going to go right. Okay. Do we get another good curve? I'd like to look at that. Alright. We have 5 mana. We can play Rampaging Hellbear and that's it. And I think we're definitely going to do that. And depending on what our opponent does, we'll determine where we put this leather armor.
Good luck.
Okay, at least that wasn't Treant, because then we'd be locked out of playing a card right now. Pretty cool curve. And both of these guys die in 2 turns. Ooh, Stonehold Cloak on a Bloodseeker is deadly. Next turn we're going to want to play a blue card. So we need to make sure that Luna stays alive for that.
Prepared to fight.
And once the Zeus dies, I don't think we have anything left to worry about. Oh, the Zeus is not going to die. Wow. Okay. That's a bit scarier. Wow, lucky curve here again. Wouldn't be surprised to see a barracks come down.
My
Yeah.
brothers and sisters.
We're going to be at 4 charges on Eclipse. We'll buy another heal. And I think we drop Prelix in this lane. Even though that's quite dangerous. Hopefully she doesn't go directly in front of Bloodseeker. And she does. Okay, but we have initiative. So we can see what happens here. We're hoping this goes on somebody else. Okay. We could Thunderstorm, that kills 2 of these. I think that's the play. Take out his blue. Alright. There might have been something to putting Prelix in the middle lane and using our Thunderstorm here and just completely wiping the board. We just needed to make sure that we maintained initiative. That could have been a pretty big misplay. We'll see how that ends up looking.
That's more like it.
But in the meantime, we are dealing damage. Bloodseeker gets a full heal. We probably just need to come to terms with the fact that we won't be able to kill that Bloodseeker.
I know what your future holds.
I'll destroy our
Alright.
enemies.
And that triggers our Tresden standards, gives us more attack, and gives us lethal on this tower this turn. We may be able to go super wide here as long as we defend the left lane. Ooh, I feel like we need that. We can only buy one thing. Let's buy the mantle. If our plan is to go wide in the right, then we don't really need to pull anyone out. I like being able to drop the martyr here and then put the druid off to the side. We'll see if our opponent lets us do that. Oh, and they kill the big guy. Alright.
I'll give my life for the cause. This helps.
And we did it this way as opposed to the other way, just to make sure that we didn't have to put this guy in front of the Bloodseeker.
I raise the bull snake high.
Although normally to get this mana effect you want to make sure you're playing him first. And we really want to make sure that our Treant Protector doesn't die. He's of course still vulnerable to a coup de grace next turn, so he's not safe even with high health. It's not a guarantee. But we like have to stall this lane.
The faithful will come in
Oh,
droves.
double barracks.
They will need a place to stay.
Yeah, I think our big misplay was not thunderstorming this lane when we had the chance. And if we lose this, we probably deserve to. Buy a heal. They're going to be able to go super wide on us. We have Eclipse. It'll have 5 charges. We have Initiative. Ooh, a double curve. While okay. Wow, I totally forgot we had Burning Oil. We hadn't seen it yet in the deck. We can't keep him alive. We can also Hand of God, which I think is just the play. We're blocking literally everything. That's kind of amazing. So we're stalling pretty hard. Okay. Still able to do some damage. But we'll be able to Hand of God again next turn.
Suitable treatment.
But if we play, we could play something like Burning Oil in the left lane. But then we'll be giving up our initiative in the right lane, which I think we're going to do anyway. Oh, wow. Well, now I know we're playing our Burning Oil, but it's too late. They're going to be able to chunk us down for half our HP. Burning Oil would kill all of these. But we just have no way to interact.
The strongest will be spared.
Yeah, we lost. Dang.
Let's give him a fight to remember. I don't think you're gonna like the way this goes.
What I'm looking at is like modifying with negative armor and then boosting our attack power here.
Ready to pick a fight. Something on your name.
I mean, we had a way to like boost our damage quite a bit. It just wasn't enough. Not enough gold to buy anything either. Not that I think that would have mattered. And we don't have initiative. So let's see what our opponent can do with their turn. We need to be able to do 28 damage. I just don't see that happening. I think they're just going to play their most busted... Oh, they do have Zeus. Doesn't outright kill anything. I said this kills them, you know, but they're going to do the damage first. If I understand this game correctly. And they have so many units on the board that an Eclipse is just going to be awful. Okay, coup de grace down. Even further lowering our chances.
Blessed be the night. I won't let you harm the ancient.
But taking us off of green means that we can't play our Duelist or our Roseleaf Druid. Like I said, I think it's just over. I'm only staying in the game because I'm not 100% sure how that interaction will work. It's different in different games. If this was Magic, then the damage would be dealt first, I do believe.
You can't hide from Zeus.
Wow. I mean, if they know they have the win, they should just attack. Okay. I just wanted to see how that interaction worked, guys, making sure that it wasn't some sort of damage before death type trigger. But two interesting games. Hate to lose because I thought we had a pretty decent deck there, at least a fun one. Kudos to our opponents for doing well, and big boos to us for doing poorly. Let's finish our gauntlet, and I'll see you guys for another one. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Good Talk Gaming. I hope you enjoyed that. My favorite part of Artifact is the draft process anyway. So now we get to draft again. So it's a way to look at it. Guys, I will see you later, and take care.